your teeth won't change your past. Venom brings a scar you can't heal fast. Pulling all your teeth won't change your past. Damages have gone beyond all correction. Nothing you can do to hide your connection. Damages have gone beyond all correction. Nothing you can fix is out of protection. As a little boy, my mama told me, better keep my politics to me. Never really bought the things they sold me, but now I'm starting to believe. Seeing everybody going crazy, every time they go and disagree. This animosity has got me thinking we could use some harmony.
So sick of waiting. All this arguing is aggravating.
I'm sick of people turning on the neighbors. Sick of people dying in the street. Everybody giving in to anger. That's not the way things ought to be. Maybe we should try to mind our business. Maybe we should turn the other cheek. The only way for us to ever end this is loving unconditionally.
Hey, people hating, you're not listening to what I'm saying.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Up next, it's our main event between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. Nick Folk ready to do the honors. And we're off in Detroit. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That was Xavier Watts getting in there defensively.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Goff on second down. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. Stop finally made after they give up 16 on the play. It is first down Detroit.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Another one for Gibbs. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. Deep coordinators love to dial it up.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Find Diablo there on the tackle.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
That one complete to St. Brown. Getting close, and a hit will force him to that sideline. Not before he picked up 24. And that's going to be a Lions first down.
That's just one of those plays on an opening drive, Kate, where on one side it's demoralizing. Defensively, Bradley, go make that tackle. But offensively, it just infuses you with so much confidence, knowing if you can just put the ball in you guys' hands, they can make a difference after the catch.
And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Off to the air now. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. They bring him down, but we all saw how that one looked, right? There was a face mask involved, and the flag is out. He didn't have a grip on the face mask long, Brock, but it was enough to draw the flag and move the offense forward. So now then, after the penalty, this is first and goal. Gibbs is in for the Detroit touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
That one right down the middle. And they jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. It's going to be taken down here, but not before the play gets him 12 big yards and a 1st down. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They've got a 1st to begin the frame. They go play action. Here's Penix. And they will take him down. They got him back to the 41. Aiden Hutchinson. And that will bring up 2nd and 18. To the air with Penix. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Getting this throw's going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. No time to get that pass. Lucky he got rid of it at all, but it's 4th down. All right, Brock, QB1, I got a question for you. Are you always expecting the rush to be dialed up like that? Dialed up a notch when it's 3rd down?
Is water wet? Is the Pope Catholic? Does a one-legged duck swim in a circle? Yes, yes, and yes.
Okay. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Goff. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he's going to be stopped before the marker, but nice job. 9 yards on that catch and run, Brock. It's 3rd and short.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They go play action with Goff. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Good work by the defender affecting that pass. It's going to bring around 4th down.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. That can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. They'll go for it. Goff has a man downfield. It's Laporta. This is the 1st down all the way inside the 40. What a play call that was on 4th. Well, we all know teams are embracing this more and more, Brock, but boy, from your own side, on a play like that, you had better convert.
If your offense doesn't cash that check, it's your defense who's got to pay the bill. But they get it done, and kudos to them.
Now pitch to Gibbs. And they haul him down, but we all saw it. That's pretty awkward, partner. This flag should be a face mask. It took hauling him down by the face mask to bring an end to that play, and that adds a cool 15 yards onto the end of the run. So thanks to that personal foul, it is 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And he gets home. Touchdown Lions. Jahmyr Gibbs brought one back earlier and now takes one across.
I just love seeing the approach of this entire offense, not settling for anything. Yeah, this running back, he's finding the end zone through the running lanes. But let's give a tip of the cap to the big boys up front because they are setting the tone. 2 drives, 2 rushing touchdowns.
That one splits the uprights. They now lead by 14 points. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Penix now to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates now for the point after. Sent right down the middle and good. And lead now 21.
Falcons, nothing.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
A branch on the return. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Approaching the final minute here before halftime. Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. That's complete. It's the rookie from Georgia. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. So it's going to be about a 6-yard pickup. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Working on second down. Penix. He's got London left side. Met there, driven out to cap that gain at about 6 yards. And it's going to be first down Falcons.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Penix now. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And the stop is made. First down coming up. It's a gain of 11. Offense in the hurry up here.
11 on the play. First down, Falcons.
First and 10 are under Robinson. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11. Working quickly here.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Throwing on second down. Penix. Cut out left. And he's going to be out of bounds after picking up a handful on that play. Moves him a little closer. It's third down.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Penix looking to pass. And that one is incomplete. And the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Throw is caught by the back. Oh, what a play call on fourth down. They're staying out there. Give them 12 as they extend this drive.
That was some serious trust right there, Kate. I like to say that you sign the check as a quarterback once that ball leaves your hand. And he threw it short of the sticks, trusting his guy could go get the rest, and he sure did.
And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. That throw intended for Drake London. So it's second down coming up.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, second and 10. Here's Penix. Finds a seam down the middle. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown! Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And it's down to a 14-point game.
21, Falcons 7. Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Final throw before the break. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
On the return, the Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Look at this, 3 tight ends to the right on this first and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. And they've got a first down. Give him a gain of 13 on that previous play. Offense to the line fast.
A gain of 13 yards. And
going to the ground again on first. Has another lane. Along the sideline inside the 25. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. Goes to the hurry up here.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Robinson is in for the Atlanta touchdown.
Robinson, the ball carrier.
All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That's no good. The veteran misships one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Dortch now to return it. Making some progress here. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Oh, he's headed for the ground. They get him at the 35. Here's Jalen Walker. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Trying again following the sack. Goff. This one to Williams out left side. And they're going to bring it down just on the other side of midfield. It's 16 yards on that play. And that is good for Detroit first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Goff back to throw. Middle of the field, taken in by Laporta. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Lions have a first down.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Goff. Passing quick here, but the pass rush fast enough to match it. On him in time to alter that throw, and it falls incomplete. That brings up second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here's second and 10 now from the 36. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Good play call there. 15 yards for their efforts, and they got the first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend. The centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
21-yard line.
Goff to the air now. And that looked good for a moment, Brock, but the hit jars it free. That's going to bring up second.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Here's second and 10 from the 21. Throwing is gone. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And we won't have another snap. That is the end of our third quarter. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Start of the fourth quarter could start with some points, Brock. It's second and goal. Gibbs again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Call it 5 yards on that play. He gets him to the 2, third and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
They'll run. It's Gibbs. Ooh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on third and goal.
4 yards.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
Bates' kick is up and good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
This makes it up to the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing, Penix. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up second down. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me that's always the start of a new battle, and the defense wins round one in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable third down after lack of execution on first.
This back, it's Robinson. A good gain here, 11 yards it looks like. That's going to pick up a first.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Falcons.
Here's Penix to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
Well, that's now two, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right, you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got two in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions up by 11. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Again, it's Gibbs. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. Man, great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker.
Yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. Third down here. Need 8 on the play. They'll go right side with Gibbs. Jukes away from one. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down that 17-yard line. Big gain there for Detroit. 32 yards.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard
Here's a
line.
counter give to Gibbs. He got away from a couple of defenders, but they just kept coming. This one's going to end the loss, Brock. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a